Hello strangers, my name is Cable, and today we are back playing the Willowmist Emporium of Antiques and Curiosities. This, I believe, will be part 9 of this game, and sadly I'm in a really weird position because I'm leaving this Wednesday, so I'm going to have to do one massive recording session, and I'm going to have to split up this video into 4 segments as quickly as possible with as minimal editing as possible, which I don't know how that'll work, but I'm not going to let myself be distracted by now because I do believe we have 2 hours left. This will be another 4 episodes. So with that, I will start off the first part, and hopefully I'll have it right enough that I can then shrink this down with minimal effort so I can publish it on a schedule. So let's get in. You had hoped to awaken to the gentle chirping of birds or the sound of a breeze rustling leaves in the world outside your window. Instead, my apologies, I have to turn this down for myself because it's really loud. There we go. Instead, he woke to the sound of a very grumpy, pompous book opening, then shutting his cover, repeatedly, as loud as possible. Good morning, Master. Oh, I apologise. Did I wake you? It's probably about time for me to get up anyway. Good, it would be a tragedy to waste your morning on a slumber. Up, let's get a move on. With a grumble, you pushed the covers aside and swung your legs out of your bed. You made your way over to your dresser, picked up a change of clothes, then turned back to look at Barnabas, who was sitting on your desk across the room. Do you mind? I'm changing. It's not as if I have eyes, Master. I see the world differently from a basic creature like you. Cool, but I rather you didn't see me getting changed anyway. If it pleases you, Master, I will turn around. Does that satisfy? You quickly trade. That would not satisfy me. Go in the closet or something, I don't know. You quickly changed, then grabbed a piece of fruit, noting that your food stock really was near empty now. Hard to find a grocery store later. Now, as much as I enjoy your presence, Barney, I've got work to do. Did you want to come with, or...? No, thank you. The thought of being paraded around in front of the general populace, subject to the gazes of those who cannot appreciate my glory, fills me with despair. I will stay right here, thank you. I'll turn the TV on for you, just in case you get bored. Your consideration is touching, Master, truly. See ya. With that, you made your way down the stairs and stepped into the store proper. You were halfway down the stairs when you heard voices talking back and forth. That was beginning to feel like a normal thing around the store, but you didn't recognise one of the two You were halfway down the stairs when you heard voices talking back and forth. That was beginning to feel like a normal thing around the store, but you didn't recognise one of the two voices. Are we finally getting the fourth love interest, rather? Oh, Yaoi hands. I feel that's Yaoi hands, chat. I'm afraid that is not possible. Cable requires their due rest, and besides, it is my duty to protect them. Ah, Lucille, come on. It's not that big of a deal. I just want to see her with a little bedhead. I will not budge on this matter. Sleep is more important than your senseless whims. Is there a pie I didn't get invited to going on? This seems to happen a lot. Make a person feel left out if you're not careful. You winked towards Lucille, who instantly straightened up, then turned your eyes towards the other person. Your eyes met another, a man with red hair you didn't Your eyes met another's, a man with red hair you didn't recognise. He smiled up at you lopsidedly before brushing a lock of hair behind his ear. Well, if it isn't the most mesmerising face I've seen all week, you must be the infamous new owner of the store. You can call me Handsome. Or Eden will do. Sure, fuck it. Well, hello, Handsome. It's nice to meet you. I'm... Cable, right? I've heard a lot about you, but it looks like the rumours were selling you short. Rumours? Well, colour me curious. Eden took a few steps up the staircase, his gloved hand trailing over the railing as he approached you. When he got close enough, he leaned in towards you and whispered. He wasn't quite touching you, but was close enough that it felt like an intimate gesture. Funny story. I'd heard that the new owner already had a fan club because of her overwhelming beauty and charisma. Before I'd seen, I have to agree. Eden pulled back and smiled. Well, the rumours say a lot more than that, but let's leave some of the secrets of mystery for you now, shall we? You have to be a little mysterious to be interesting after all. At that, Eden turned around and walked back down the stairs, the sound of wood creaking with every step. If there's something you need, Sir Eden, I suggest you speak now. Why rush our first meeting? Are we telling everyone about it at our wedding? He winked up at you, then turned his attention to Lucille. I do not like your behaviour, Eden. Really, you don't need to be so defensive. I don't bite. Unless you ask me nicely. Is this guy a doppelganger? Because the protagonist said that same thing as well. I have no interest in anything. My apologies. I have no interest in anything of the sort from you. If you have no business here, please take your leave. We're running an establishment here. Lucille moved her hand towards the hilt of her sword, but didn't draw it. Ian raised his hands and backed up a step. Alright. I'm going to note that down for next time. Lucille isn't a fan of jokes. My deepest apologies, my lady knight. Eden gave a half bow to Lucille, while she just shifted to stand a little straighter. I just wanted to introduce myself to our lovely new shopkeep. Believe it or not, I'm actually Willowmist's most famous carpenter. I believe you are Willowmist's only carpenter. Ouch. That may be true, but the point stands. A carpenter? He looks more like a model. I was expecting someone who looks more like Quinn. I happen to be acquainted with your aunt. We work together on occasion, so I'd like to extend the same offer to you. If I remember correctly, Sir Eden, Lady Sylvie would also refer to you as a flirt and a liar. Jeez, I completely lost Lucille's voice. That's the cost of having not done this in a while. What can I say? There's no such beauty in the world. Should I not celebrate it? Lady Sylvie would say that you are incapable of taking anything seriously. That I could accept. You're such an honest person, Lucille. It almost makes me jealous. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'd love the chance to get to know you properly, Cable. How about dinner and drinks on me tomorrow night? Tomorrow night? Well, maybe I'll be able to shift around my incredibly full schedule, if you ask nicely. Oh, is that how it's going to be? Well then, pretty please, may I treat you to a night of fine dining and wine? That's actually pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm an actor at heart. Then I shall accompany you as bodyguard. I think that's... Actually, you know what? Why don't we just invite everyone? It could be like a housewarming party. Here I thought I'd manage to snag a date. What a shame. Still, that sounds like fun. I'll leave it to you to invite whoever you'd like. You seem like you have good taste. Bell by the door chimed as the doors to the store opened, and the familiar face of Emmett poked his head through. Good morning. Shit! Good morning. I'm here for... He pauses, his eyes locked with Eden's. He then turned and walked straight back out the door. Based! Oh, I'm going to be right back after these short messages because I need to get myself some water because I am clearly butchering these voices. BRB? Okay, back to a regularly scheduled program. I actually don't know what's up with my voice today. Usually it's pretty good, but I guess maybe I've done something different today. But yeah, no, Emmett, we love you, babes. You're completely based. Emmett? How cute. He's being all shy. I'll go get him. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Oh, I do not like you anymore. You're coming on too strong. We were like Emmett or... Not even Florian isn't even coming on. He's just a nice guy. Eden strode past you, then exited. Eden strode past you, then exited the store. A few moments later... Sorry, a bunch of children are staring at me. I'm scared. They're going to come back and break my legs. A few moments later, they both came back in, with Eden's arm around Emmett's shoulder. Where are you off to so quickly, my friend? Don't tell me you're trying to avoid me. I'd prefer it, yes. Everyone, so what is this morning? How refreshing. So that what brings you here today, Emmett? My job, which you're currently preventing me from doing. There's always more time. There's always more time for work later. There's always friends later. That would be true, yes. But you're all acquaintances at most. Hey, you're meant to think stuff like that, not say it to our faces. You're such a stick in the mud. And you're a thorn in my side. Unhand me. You'll run away. I might just have to hold on to you tighter. I might, yes, and please don't. You two are friends then? We absolutely are. We absolutely are not. It's more like I happen to bump into him no matter where I go, and he takes it upon himself to bother me non-stop. You're too stubborn for your own good. One day I'll get you to agree we're best friends. Hell will freeze over before that day comes. So cold. I thought we had such a beautiful relationship. Well, okay, I think there's an issue. I think it's intentional, but Eden and the protagonist are really similar. I think Eden and the protagonist have said the exact same thing at different times. But I think that it's like Eden is sort of copying us a bit excessively, and I don't know why that is. I don't know whether that's like just the way that that character is written, and I'm just coinciding with the choices I made of being a massive flirt, or whether that's gotta be what it is. Because I don't know what Emmett is. I think I got the idea that he might be a fae, or like, you know, under a fae's curse or something like that. Specifically because of the sparkling envelope, and also his insistence on using your surname instead of your forename. It would also explain his separation from a lot of people, and not referring to them as friends, maybe. Eden, Florian, vampire. Actually, there's a... Wait, where's... You're breaking my heart over here, Emmett. Emmett, the famous heartbreaker. I like the sound of that. Don't encourage him, he'll never stop. Please encourage me more. I'm like a puppy. I thrive on attention. Yes, exactly. Just like a puppy, desperately in need of discipline. Yaoi! Oh, I was wondering when Yaoi would start showing up. Oh, those two. Don't let them be together, please, because... Emmett, you're too good for that man. Florian might get along with Eden, though. I haven't seen them interact yet, but... They have, like, a similar vibe going on, so I'm hoping It's weird. This is a relationship game where I'm envisioning a lot of, the only one I don't really see a, Where's the... Oh, there it is. That's how you access it. I'll come back to that in a second. But, stats, there we go. Because... Okay, we haven't met everyone. But yeah, no, because I see... Winnie and Lucille could be an interesting couple, but they're not great. Florian and Eden work fairly well, I think, but I haven't seen them together yet, so maybe that'll change. Yeah. Like, Lucille and the protagonist, they're meant for each other chat. I know who I ship, and I might do that in more depth later, but yeah. Sorry, I'm yapping, and that's apparently been 14 minutes of this recording session already, so ooh. Since you're here, Emmett, I was wondering if you'd like to come out for our dinner with us tomorrow night? No, thank you. Scared that Eden will bite? He's going? Yeah, so far it's me, Eden, and Lucille. I'd like to ask Florian and Winnie too. I'd really like you to come if that makes a difference. Fine, I'll make a spoil my otherwise packed schedule. I hope you appreciate the effort. What a gentleman. Emmett, how very unlike you change your mind. Maybe you have a soft spot for Cable. Eh? I have nothing of the sort. I'm merely agreeing so that someone responsible could be on hand to keep things under control. Emmett shrugged out of Eden's grasp and then brushed himself off. Now, if that's all, I need to speak with Cable. In private. Well, when you put it like that, I can't help but wonder about your relationship. Do tell me what happens. Nothing is going to happen. It is a simple discussion and nothing more. Is that a blush I see on your cheeks? Maybe you're the one who needs glasses here. Stop making things up. Allow me to escort you out. Sir Eden, so that Sir Emmett and Cable may talk in peace for the moment. What a noble way of throwing me out. Well, it was nice to meet you, Cable. I hope to see you around town. Definitely. It's been a pleasure. No, it hasn't. Eden's been coming on too strong. Eden's a bit too... He's too puppy-coded, I think. Which, when my character does it, it's fine. When he does it, it's bad. I'll let you know more about my services later, but drinks first. I'm a very hands-on worker. I'd like to get to know my business partners before we work together. Sounds great. See you tomorrow, Eden. Lucille put a hand on Eden's back and saw him to the door, where he finally exited the store, the bell tinkling as he did. Pardon the intrusion. As I said, we need to talk. Sure thing. What's up? Did you miss me so bad you had to come see me first thing? Don't be absurd. Did you give my business card to anyone? No, of course not. Why would I? I'm keeping your number all to myself. Thank you. Damn it. If you're responsible, then that's even more concerning. How did they find me and get a hold of my number? Who? What's going on? It's my previous employer. What they want? Wait, how did... Wait, did you do accounting for a criminal organization or something? I worry about the fantasy going on in that head of yours. Forget it. I'll deal with it myself. You're kind of making me worry here. You're a client. There's no need to worry about me. Nuh-uh, because Kratos is now. I think that means I'm legally allowed to worry about you. I'm no solicitor, but I'm certain that's not how this works. It is, actually. So you're trying to argue that me worrying about you is illegal. What? No, stop talking nonsense. I can't believe you'd call me nonsensical, Mr. Accountant for a crime syndicate. That's not... Oh, forget it, you're impossible. Emmett pinched the bridge of his nose and closed his eyes, almost like he was in pain. There's nothing like that, nothing illegal at the very least. I should say, I terminated my contract early and they aren't happy about it. It is the Fae! I knew it! Got you, chat. But they can't force you to go back, can they? I'd like to say no, but they're so obsessed with their rules and regulations, they might have some obscure way to try and make me work for them again. It is the Fae! I'm a genius, chat. And that would be a bad thing, right? I left for a reason. Oh, what a terrible start to an otherwise good morning. At least got to see me. As I said, thank you for your concern, Cable. It's not necessary, but, well, thank you anyway. What you guys whispering about? Is it secrets? Ooh, I love secrets. Come on, tell me. I won't tell anyone, I swear. Oh, Winnie, good morning. Have you and Emmett met before? Does watching him from the corner of the room count? I don't think so. Then nope, my name is Winnie. Nice to meet ya. So, what's happening? None of your business, Miss Winona. Just Winnie is fine. Fine, Miss Just Winnie. No, I mean, I'm just Winnie. As I said, Miss Just Winnie. Fine, I'll be Miss Just Winnie, but you have to be Mr. Tall and Serious. Mr. Finch will suffice. Mr. always looks like he's got to stick up his butt. I feel like that one might be a little bit long. Thank you for noticing. It takes a lot of effort to maintain. I like you. You're funny. Funny isn't the word I'd use, but if you prefer it, then be my guess. Now, if that's all I have, other things to attend to. They're besties, Yora. They're besties. Hey, Emmett. Yes? This all could have been a text, you know? And? I'm just saying, I feel like you stopped by just to see me. You would be incorrect, as I gave you my number, but you never gave me yours. Good day, Miss Marigold. Miss Just Winnie. At that, Emmett turned on his heel and walked out the door, the bell jingling as he did. Winnie turned and waved her hand, watching as he left. So, what is that about? A romantic tryst? A secret rendezvous? The beginnings of forbidden love? Do you read a lot of romance novels or something, Winnie? But it does get boring around here sometimes. No! Oh god, I do prefer Emmett. I'm sorry, Winnie. Maybe it was a secret rendezvous, but Emmett doesn't realise it yet. I knew it! Oh! Emmett and Cable sitting in a tree. When's the wedding? I could text him now and spring on him. Yeah. Do it! He might kill me or worse, block my number on the spot. Anyway, no, it really wasn't anything like that, just boring work stuff. Oh, by the way, Winnie, I wanted to ask you something. Would you like to go to dinner with me tomorrow night? Dinner? With you? Ooh, are you inviting me on a date? Sure, a date with me, Emmett, Lucille, Eden, and hopefully Florian. We're all going to be one big happy family. Okay, so this is not a one-on-one thing. Boo. Did you want it to be one-on-one? Well, of course, I want to get to know you better. Well, a bigger group doesn't have to stop that, does it? Plus, we can always hang out here. I want to get to know you better too, Winnie. Yeah, that sounds fun. Winnie shifted and fiddled with her hands. Can I think about it and let you know later? Oh, sure, it's not until tomorrow anyway, so there's no rush. If you don't want to, you don't have to either. Oh no, I still want to, I'll let you know. Is she bound to this building? Alright, I better get ready to open up anyway. Okie dokie, see you later, alligator! Winnie gave a small wave and floated up and through the ceiling. God, I've lost a lot of these people's voices. And I'm so sorry about that. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. We've got pay your bills. Oh, I can't pay my bills yet. Let's sort through storage, then man the counter. Then tomorrow we'll pay our bills. While tidying the attic, you tugged a dusty box from behind a stack of hat cases and found something curious inside. A travel vanity filled to the brim with eyeshadows, blushes, lipsticks, and more. What's that I spy? Makeup? Oh, Lucille, come here! Is someone in peril? Look what Cable found! Truly a treasure, the craftsmanship is beautiful. It would suit you, Lady Winona. If only I could actually use it. I know it's all the same, but I could help you use it on someone else. But who would... Lucy! Me? I have never worn such a thing. I don't think it would suit me. Aw, Lucy, you look super pretty. I mean, you always look pretty, but it'd be fun. Only if you want to, though. For all we know, the makeup is cursed. Knowing Lady Sylvie, the chances are high. However, I will admit, I am curious. So... I suppose it would not hurt to try. Yay! I shall place myself at your service, Lady Winona and Cable. That's the spirit. Okay, Cable, brush in your right hand. No, your other right. First of all, maybe some blush? That would bring out her cheekbones and the rest could follow. Just a little though, maybe some eyeshadow to match. Your counsel is deft, Lady Winona. Blush and eyeshadow it is. Here goes nothing. Oh, I'm gonna fail this one, I know it. Well, actually, 7 is the most commonly rolled die on a pair of dice, so... Number on a pair of dice, rather, so... I have faith. I have faith! Yes! Do you know that 7 is the most commonly rolled number on these dice? By the way, have you really never worn makeup before? No. Whilst the women of my village were picking up their first rouge brush, I was already long in training as a squire. The most adornment I was afforded was the armour on my body, not upon my face. Armour still adornment, just heavier. Your words being true, Cable. I have owned many ceremonial sets of armour in my lifetime, some of which have been passed down for centuries. Perhaps this is not so different. And there we go. What do you think? You held a mirror to Lucille's face. You had a light touch. The makeup wasn't too apparent, but accentuated Lucille's features in a delicate way. Is this truly my face? It is a wonder, truly. You're so pretty, Lucy. Cable, you really like your magic. All the credit goes to my director. A joint effort. Thank you both. It's not often I indulge in such things. I must say, it has left me wondering if I missed out on a great deal in my younger years. There's plenty of time left to make up for it, if you'd like. You are too kind, Cable. Truly, you have my thanks. With that, you packed away the makeup and continued your searching. I didn't find anything, that's not great. You began searching for your aunt's collection. A little dusty but solidly bound, a leather-bound encyclopedia. Rarity rare, quality normal, predicted worth 75 to 255. Oh, that's great. We are so back, chat. You're leaning against the counter, eating the last of your food supplies when Florian comes in through the front door, nearly dragging his bag behind him. You thought it'd be impossible, but somehow he looked even more tired than usual. Hi, Florian. Long night? He pulled off his usual disguise. Good morning, night, afternoon, fuck, whatever it is. Brilliant start to your shift. Can I get you a coffee, Zolo? Yes. Wait. No. Seriously, are you okay? I'm fine. God, you're so nosy. It's been a long few days. Florian dragged his bag over to the counter and sat down with a sigh. I can tell you're looking worse every day. Gee, thanks. Florian's voice was a flat monotone, as if all the energy had been sucked out of him. Could always take a few days off. I'm sure we could manage. I'll have to take double shift on sweeping, but hey, I could use the artwork out. I do more than sweeping, you know. So I don't want to. I'm not sick, just... It's fine. Stop worrying about me and worry about something more productive. Give me an example then, and I'll consider it. Running the store? I think I've kind of got it down by now. Something else. Fuck, I don't know. All this supernatural stuff you're struggling with. Yeah, actually, about that. What? I think I might be a witch or a wizard or something along those lines. God, what changed overnight? To make a long story short, a magic book with the worst personality ever pretty much hit me in the face with the revelation. I'm fine, you know that? Sure, magic books. Great. Really? That's all? What do you want me to say? You're a witch. Hooray, let's celebrate. Kinda thought you'd have a bit more to say than that. Do you know if my aunt was like this? Oh, there was certainly something wrong with her. Hey! I mean, look, she's eccentric and she lives here. There was always going to be something up with her. So you didn't know she was a witch? No, she tends to keep things to herself. It's kind of her thing. And you're fine with that? Look, she pays me. I don't care if she's a witch or an alien or whatever else, just as long as my bills get paid. I'm sure you have sick leave. You know you ought to use it. Sorry, I'm sure you have sick leave. You know, you ought to use it. I'm not sick. Leave it. Jeez, alright, I'll drop it. Florian let out a breath. Sorry, I've just had a shit few days. Jill, witch or whatever, maybe you have some spell to give me my energy back. He laughed weakly and rested his head on the counter. I'd give anything to sleep right now. Use my bed if you like. I can't think of anything weirder than sleeping in Sylvie's room. I think the bed smells more like me than her, if that helps. It does not. It's not for lack of trying anyway. Thanks for the offer though. He reached down and gave him a pat on his head. His hair was actually very soft. What are you doing? Sorry, really, it was kind of forced a habit. You remind me of my mum's dog. Your mum's dog? Yeah, when she's grumpy, she puts her head down like that, too. My bad. Hey, it makes you feel a little better. You're pretty much softer than her. Whatever, I have work to do. He practically flew away from the counter, cheeks turning bright red. He practically flew away from the counter, cheeks turning bright red. Sorry, Florian. With that, you finish up your lunch break and go back to work. God, how am I going to price these properly? That should probably be a bit cheaper then. I'm going to reduce this down to 20. In a similar vein, I'm going to reduce this down to 25. And this is going to... I'm going to start it at 80. You guys seated behind the counter, ready for today's customers. The bells chime and a customer came in. The bells chime and a customer comes inside. Good day. I had a gap between clients and thought I'd check in. Welcome! Nature harbours a certain symmetry I appreciate. Interesting. Reasonable enough. I'll take it off your hands. Yes! Sold the miniature harp for $20. I'll check in again soon. See you next time! The customer leaves the store. We saw one customer today, but no one else is coming now. Ooh. It was a little past 5 PM when he flipped over the sign on the door to closed and let out a drowsy sigh. And on that note, I will end this first part of the recording session. I'll edit this down and then release it by the end of the day. So, thank you for watching. The link for the demos will be in the description below. Otherwise, lovely to see you. Have a lovely day. And I will see you later. Ta-ra!